Cats usually fall on their feet, which is why it depends on your skill or luck. And how do animals shake themselves after that? Dry. And does it apply to they are all plus the amazing tongue of a dog? You may have observed how your dogs, if you drink, you won't notice this. Daily. And how about catching? Hello and welcome to Z. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Today we will see interesting facts about pets. From where do dogs obtain their unique skills from? From utilizing fast-moving cameras, we can speed up time and observe processes. Explosions to in slow-motion gunshots. Things are revealed to us in a new way. In the lab, we've already utilized this high-speed technique frequently. However, we'll use it for the first time to demonstrating how awesome your pets are. Additionally, we have some to prevent boredom undiscovered facts concerning the animal kingdom. Greetings from our laboratory. Today, we intend to carry out some research involving animals. Hold on a second. Violence-free, only acceptable. A group of trained animals and professionals with whom they interact. Let's begin with a sweet and safe test. How do dogs dry off and shake themselves? All creatures behave consistently. We'll attempt to respond to this perplexing question. By utilizing our fast-moving cameras, everyone seems to be going to get soaked. Not just the creatures, everything and everyone will be soaked, include the studio walls and the props. This is the final time they'll allow us to. Go back to this, but what are we willing to give up for science? Everywhere there is water. This is one of the few instances when the high-speed cameras fail to provide any fresh information. However, as usual, the devil is in the details. Once a professional examines these shoots, he'll inundate us with data. A dog's skin curls along then. If this radius changes direction, the dog can's water fly off of it. Then halt this motion so that we can still clearly see how the drips on it are moving. Probably in terms of frequency, it is approximately 4 Hertz. How to get a dry dog's magic number? Several moves. A huge dog can do it in 1 second. For itself to be dried following the creation of that initial wave near the muscles closest to its tail on the neck. Start your job. The dog appears to be moving against the current. To turn itself is similar to drying a towel, except this is mainly done so the animal can maintain balance and not move. Incidentally, this raises the question of whether all dogs, both those with long and short hair, shake themselves quite similarly. Music. In fact, yes, but it's far more difficult for dogs with lengthy hair should shake themselves dry. They hold more water, so it's necessary to maintain a reserve of sorts for the movement around the perimeter to drain the water. The fur is longer. Obviously, the droplets need to go forward, so slide off. Of course, short hair has it simpler. Dogs, you can see exactly how a dog would set this up. In movement with its neck and following the neck, ears start to twitch, yet that's to be anticipated because it can't quite separate drying then the remainder of the body, but especially muscular is the neck. Canine body. This rotation starts there. The movement is over, but the tail's still moving. The tail is still moving, so it is still going. That's all. Cats also shake their tails in this way. Their own dry. However, unlike what is commonly believed, the idea that they can swim like dogs, although it may seem absurd, cats swim by the canine paddle. Music. However, one thing is certain, cats don't, as in shaking when swimming, or simply being around water, very significantly show this with their entire body. Music. However, on our program, a mysterious Newton's first breach, a third set of laws, examines how cats spin up in the air. Music. Besides grabbing objects in motion, dog specialists in this field. So, have there been any details missed? A bit more about animals. You probably were unaware that the entire tongue of a giraffe is blue, and it is around 45 centimeters long. Actually, an anteater enjoys to eat termites despite eating insects as well. A mouse over half of its life is spent grooming itself, washing, cleaning, and a cheetah-only cat that is unable to draw on its claws never. Music. Why do cats usually come to a stop on all four paws? And bread is always buttered side up. Down. Furthermore, what would occur if we tie butter? Bread jokingly to the back of a cat. I mean, how do all these cats survive? Successfully spin. Let's find out how to land safely in midair. It's your turn. Tom, however, before the unaware Tom shows us what he excels at, we'll shield him a little bit. Science is science, but we'd rather not have him to suffer any injury. Let's use this cushion just to be safe. All of this is contained in our foam granules. Should okay. Let's somewhat cushion the landing. Still has to be done to flip Tom over and observe how he responds 180 degrees in the reverse. Then, in the air, the altitude is Tom's leap of faith. About we'll aim for 2 meters or such. In this twisted position, beam him off for the benefit of science. Be patient. 3, 1, 2 is the end. 3 naturally on all fours, music, and slow motion, everything is visible. In depth, a flawless landing, music, the 4 paws, yet it's still not obvious how he did it. Can it possibly the tail is to blame? If you pay attention to how the tail moves, is it the direction in which the rotation of their body? Long-tailed cats, similar to leopard cats and polar bears, can reverse themselves and alter their orientation 2 times in the air with their, of course, tails. Way canines dry shake themselves. What other secrets they'll keep is how they drink. These quick action cameras show about our animals using a trick. Throw anything. A tiny berry or cracker, and do so in this instance I didn't. And if we consider the phrase literally, to get a quick bite, then we could watch and have fun. Using their mouths, people attempt to capture. Contrary to animals, this is simple. Casey, a dog, keeps an eye on the thing in the sky. Times, and whenever it approaches its jaws, its gaze would turn away from it. As soon as the thing touching the lips, the canine closes its mouth. Automatically, when an object is particularly huge, itself helps with its feet. Nonetheless, the mouth is the active part. Grasping every organ. Dogs, music, extremely complicated domesticated animals. We coexist side by side with them, but little is known about them. Now is the time to learn more, because this about our animals, how they play and jump, and we'll undoubtedly go back to their wonderful traits in the interim. A few further odd facts. Most likely, you were unaware that the snail has teeth. Even though they are really small and placed in a structure inside the mouth, known as its grater. Although a camel's spine has a hump, genuinely unbiased. And lastly, there are no new animals have recently undergone domestication. 4,000 years isn't totally accurate. Elk was domesticated in that one attempt. Failed to work. And even foxes, a particular domesticated breed of fox, is a creation. However, to let them be alone with your chickens are not recommended. Thank you for watching, and please click the subscribe button.